So here we have our setup with our well plate. You'll notice that this first row is going to be for copper. The second row, row B, is going to be for magnesium. This third row, row C, is going to be for zinc. And row D would be for silver. If you look on your lab, you'll notice though that all the row of silver already has the words no reaction written out. That's because silver is not going to react with any of these solutions. So we're not even going to waste the money by taking pure silver and trying to react them. So the first thing we're going to do is take copper. Now if you notice, the first column has copper nitrate. Whenever we have the two of the same metals, copper and copper, or magnesium and magnesium nitrate, or zinc and zinc nitrate, or silver and silver nitrate, we're not going to mix them together because they're the same metal, so they won't react, and there's no possible way because they're the same metal. So anything, if you notice on your data table that's blacked out, is just because it's worthless to try to react those. They won't react because they're the same metal. So in that case, I'm going to put a piece of copper in my second column, in my third column, and my fourth column. For magnesium, I'm going to put a piece of magnesium in each column except for the second column. So first column magnesium, second column magnesium I'm going to skip, third column magnesium, and fourth column I'm going to put a piece of magnesium in. All right, for my third row, I'm going to put zinc. Zinc is going to have a piece in column 1. Zinc is going to have a piece in column 2. I'm going to skip column 3 because zinc and zinc nitrate would not react. That's the same metal in there. But in column 4, I'm going to have a piece of zinc. From there, I'm going to look in to start adding my different solutions. Now that we have all of our pieces of metal in the proper spots, we're going to put 5 drops of each solution that has a metal in it in the proper spots. So I'm going to put 5 drops of the solution for magnesium. I'm going to put it in for zinc. And I'm going to put it in for silver, except remember we're not testing silver, so we know that there's no reaction. So I'm going to leave that there. My next solution is magnesium nitrate. I'm going to take magnesium nitrate. I'm going to put about 5 drops in each spot that has a metal in there. Perfect. Next, I'm going to take my zinc nitrate. My zinc nitrate is going to go in the third column and cover up any metals that I have in those spots. I'm going to obviously skip zinc because zinc and zinc nitrate have the same metal. And last but not least is silver nitrate. This stuff will stain your skin, so be careful. I'm going to cover that up, cover that up, cover that up. All right, so now we've put in about 5 drops of each solution on top of each metal. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some time and let this sit to see if any reaction occurs. Now, though it might be hard to see from your point of view, some are already reacting, but I'm going to let these sit about 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back and take note and take data on each individual spot to see if there was a reaction or wasn't a reaction. So we'll be back to that in just a few. Well, it has been 5 minutes, and it is now officially time to start looking at the different reactions. So if you see, these metals have been sitting in the different solutions. Now let's start to check and see if any of them reacted. Let's start with row 1, which has all of the copper in it. Remember, row 1, column 1 had nothing in it. It's blacked out because that would have been a copper and a copper reaction. But moving next to the copper and magnesium, if we take a look, copper and magnesium nitrate, looks like there was no reaction. So you can write NR in your data table for row A, column 2, for A2. If we look then at copper reacting with the zinc nitrate, looks like the same thing. Nothing happened, no reaction. So it looks like copper had no reaction there as well. Now, if we look at copper and silver nitrate, something definitely happened. In fact, there's a bunch of silver that's coming out of the solution. The copper is blackened in color. So go ahead and write down your observations for A4. There's definitely reaction. The copper looks darker. It looks like some silver has come out of solution. So for row A, the only thing copper reacted with looks like is the silver nitrate. Let's look at magnesium's row next. For magnesium's row, there's definitely reaction with the copper. If you can see, it looks like there's a greenish blue and dark black film that is formed on the magnesium. So that would be definitely a reaction. So for B1, go ahead and write down your observations of what you saw there. For B2, remember that's magnesium with magnesium nitrate. Nothing's going to be in there. We didn't do that reaction, so let's move to the next one. If we take a look at magnesium reacting with zinc nitrate, at first glance, it looks like not much has happened, but actually, just on the very edges, if I can pick this up, just on the very edges, we see some discoloration. So magnesium is indeed reacting with the zinc nitrate, though it would be easy to miss. But in fact, because on the other side, you can barely see it, but this side, there is a little bit of a reaction, though it's slow. So go ahead and write that down. For B3, magnesium and zinc nitrate definitely have a reaction, a slight blackened edges because of a reaction. If we take a look at magnesium with silver nitrate though, definitely reaction. There's silver formed on the bottom, black particles, some type of new substance has been pulled out of solution. So that is definitely reaction with some type of black particles being formed. So in magnesium's column, there were two different reactions. Okay, let's take a look at zinc. Zinc's row looks like there definitely was a reaction. At first, it doesn't look like much, but if you take a look, it's silver and shiny on one side, but black on the other. So zinc definitely had a reaction with the copper nitrate. Let's take a look at the magnesium and zinc together. That looks like there's no reaction. So the zinc and magnesium looked like there was nothing that happened there. So for C2, looks like no reaction. All right, if we look at zinc coming together with zinc nitrate, it's empty because we didn't have a reaction there. That would be zinc and zinc. But if you look at zinc with silver nitrate, wow, there is definitely reaction there. Some type of black substance came out of solution. So if we look, it looks like we've had different reactions. You notice that we did leave silver blank. Remember, these would have all been no reactions if we would have reacted them. All right, but now that you have your data, go ahead and make sure you clean that up. And now that you have your data, it's time to answer some different questions. Remember, the goal goes back to the idea, and here's the periodic table picture again. That idea, if we're comparing copper, magnesium, zinc, and silver, which one is the most chemically active? And we can see that now by seeing which metal reacted the most often. All right, so with that in mind, science fam, go ahead and tidy up your data and then answer those questions. Great job.